Now let's talk about jobs. It is perhaps the most pressing issue in the developing world today, especially in countries like India, where millions of workers join the workforce every year, but there are fewer jobs to go around. Job creators are not being able to keep up with the rising number of job seekers. But according to the United Nations, the picture is not so bleak. They say we are better off than before, that youth unemployment worldwide is at a 15-year low, meaning it's the best time in the last 15 years to look for a job. So if you're a young graduate today, where would you find that job? In which countries, in which sectors? And what will the future job market look like? Our next report decodes the trends.
The past 4 years have been tough for job hunters. The pandemic was the first blow. It severely hampered the job market. The lockdown forced employers to order layoffs on a massive scale. Over 100 million people worldwide lost their jobs due to the pandemic. The situation didn't get any better in the following years. From the tech industry to the banks to the construction sector, even the media and entertainment industry, the world's largest companies have undergone some form of downsizing over the past few years. But if the International Labour Organization is to be believed, things might be starting to get better, at least for the young people. The ILO claims just 13% of the youth, that's workers between 15 to 24 years of age, remained unemployed last year. That's a 15-year low. There are two factors behind this recovery. First, new workers entering the market are finding jobs. Second, those who lost their jobs during the pandemic have started to find work again. So after the shock from the pandemic, there's finally some recovery. But it remains patchy. While advanced economies like the United States and the European nations have managed to bounce back, a different story is playing out in the developing world. Many middle to low-income nations are reporting high levels of unemployment and fewer jobs are being created. Take Africa, for instance. At around 7%, it has one of the highest unemployment rates in the world. There is a chronic shortage of jobs, and it could get worse. By 2035, 450 million people could be living in Africa, but there may be only 100 million new jobs by then. Where will more jobs come from? The ILO report provides some clues. More workers are finding work in the services sector, particularly in 4 industries: trade, transport, accommodation, and food services. The World Economic Forum has also identified 3 more industries ripe for creating new jobs. They are energy with a focus on the renewable space, IT and digital communications, and the caregiving sector. So what kind of skills would one need to crack into this space? Workers with the skills to interpret data and make decisions would be in high demand. So will those who can come up with creative ways to solve problems. Firms would also need employees proficient in AI and big data. Earlier, finding a job simply meant updating your CV and applying to companies hoping to ace the interview process. But the world is now on the cusp of a disruption in the job market. Finding a job amid this chaos can be challenging, but those who think outside the box will certainly prevail.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear policy. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.